Hello, it's Just Gavin here. Welcome back to another video of MotoGP 17, and this video is going to be a little bit different, kind of with all the ones here. This is going to be another like random one on it, and basically it's going to be like a menu video, but it's not going to be in the main menu. It's going to be like a menu in basically in the pit lane, basically, because a lot of you probably don't know, and there's actually basically a little like menu in the pit lane. Basically, I know that they actually do it with MotoGP 18 as well, and that's kind of a little bit different, but I will do one for that one as well. But yeah, basically in MotoGP 17 you can actually start in the pit basically when you go out for laps and stuff, or Grand Prix and stuff. So I thought that today we can actually go and show off the menu today. There's actually not a lot of stuff in it. But yeah, I thought that today we can go and show off the menu, and there's actually not a lot there anyway. So the video won't be very long, but I thought we can go and do that. So anyway, yeah, so we've got Go Track, Motorbike Settings, Session Information, Options, or Exit to Main Menu. So basically, let's go and start off with these ones first, and then like I said, we'll do that. So I've got my Ducati on the front while we're going to be talking about it, but we're not going out for any laps. Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be going into the menu. So, yep, so the first one is called Go to Track. So basically, when I click that button, it'll ask me to go to the track. So basically, when I'm going out for racing and stuff, so basically I'll be able to do that. The next one is Motorbike Settings, which I will go through in just one moment, and basically that's just all the settings and stuff. The next one is the session information. Basically, in this, it kind of comes up with the track that you're doing. So, for example, I'm doing Mugello, so that's kind of the track I'm doing. And basically, at the moment, it says at the top there that I've got no personal record, and the reason why is because I'm not gone out for a lap yet. So that's why I've got no personal record there. But basically, when you've gone out for a lap, it will actually come up with a personal record. So that's good. That's quite nice. That's kind of the way how the sessional information will work. Basically the next one is options. So basically options is kind of where it all, and then the final one is exit to main menu. So basically that will just exit to the menu and stuff. So if you click that button, it'll just say here, I'll show you where you want to quit the game, and it'll say data will be lost. But I don't want to bother doing that because, like I said, I'm showing around the menu. So anyway, right, let's get underway then. So the first one is motorbike settings. So we've got guide settings and we've got manual settings. So let's go into guide settings first. So basically the guide settings are a little bit different. So basically what it is, by the way, is I don't really use this for some reason, and what it is, by the way, is basically like an issue sort of thing. And like I don't really bother with issues basically because I've been riding a motorbike for quite a while on MotoGP, and I'm actually not really I'm actually not really struggling at the moment because we've got corner entrance, we've got on corners, we've got coming out of corners, and we've got directors changes, and we've got straights basically. And I'm not really bothered about it, just because basically every single time I've been on MotoGP, I've always basically every time I've always been on it, I've not been really struggling on it. I've kind of been struggling of going on the brakes. I basically know that the brakes is kind of the problem. Just because when I'm going on brakes and stuff, and that's kind of the problem what I'm having at the moment, because sometimes I might maybe brake a bit late and I might crash or something. So that's kind of the only thing that's been happening at the moment. But like everything else, I'm not really struggling with, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not really bothered about that actually. But yeah, please let me know in the comments below if you guys do bother about the guide settings, but I don't really bother. So just please let me know about that. And the next one is manual settings. So you get suspension, handlebar, gear, brakes, tyres, and data. So basically in this one you can actually change whatever you want to be. So you can change your suspension, which I don't really bother doing. You can also change the handlebars, which I don't really bother doing. You can change the gears. Basically, I'll put all my gears on half because that's what I want, by the way. So I'll put all my I'll put all my gears on that. Basically, the brakes. Now, basically, I do put the brakes on disc 1, and the reason why is because basically when I put them on disc 2, it kind of makes me feel a bit weird on disc 2 because one thing I've kind of noticed about disc 2 is I always keep going on the brakes really late, and basically I've always kept going on them like so late. And basically that's why I kind of prefer disc 1 a lot bit better. I might possibly at some point maybe go back to disc 2 at some point, but like basically my kind of move at the moment is always on disc 1, because basically that's what I've always been on at the moment. Like technically that's always my passion at the moment. Like basically my passion has always been on disc 1. Because basically that's what basically that's what I've always been on at the moment. So that's why yeah, that's why that one's a little bit more better, because basically I've been focusing a lot more on that one and stuff, and that one is a little bit more better. So yeah, that's the brakes. Please let me know in the comments about that. The next one is tyres. So you get different tyre choices, and if it's in the wet conditions, you can only get wet tyres. Basically when it's in the wet, but yeah, when it's dry, you can pick of what tyres you want. So you go for soft, medium, or hard. I usually go for soft all the time, just because basically that's kind of the tyres that I've always been going for. I sometimes do go for medium, and sometimes I do go for hard. But kind of in my style is kind of with soft, because I've always been for soft at the moment. Like basically, kind of in my passion has always been soft. I literally just don't know why it has, but that's kind of been yeah, just kind of been my style. And the final one is data. Basically, this is another thing I don't really bother about. Basically, the data is a little bit weird, because basically, kind of one thing I've kind of noticed about the data is kind of a little bit weird, because what you can do, by the way, with data is basically you can actually like save projects in it, but I've not really bothered about it. So there's kind of a few slots that you can go for. Like I said before, I don't really bother about it. So like this has kind of been like this for quite a while. But yeah, I've just not been really bothering about it. But it is actually still a good thing to be able to use. So yeah, that is still very good. And basically, yeah, the final one is the options. So in the options, you get riding aids, HUD options, audio options, and gamma correction. So the first one is the riding aids, which probably all of you don't know. So basically, because basically my style has always been on standard version. I've always played on standard. I've not been bothered with pro, and the reason why is because basically pro turns all the brakes off, and I'm not really good with that. So my physics has always been standard mode, just because I've always been a standard person, so I do love that one a bit more. Auto brakes is always got to be off, because basically I don't like having them on, because the most important thing is what I don't like about it is when I'm always braking, it always does it automatically, and I don't really like it basically, so that's why I always keep having them off. When I'm racing and stuff, I'll be able to like brake what the time I want to brake at, so at least the computer help me doesn't do with it. The next one is joint brakes. I kind of leave that on because the reason why I don't have that off is because I think I do struggle with it on. So that's why I've kind of left that on, because it's a bit easier leaving that on, because basically I can brake at the right times and stuff, so I kind of left that on. The next one is steering help, which I've actually left on. I've not really bothered about the steering help, I don't know what it is anyway, but yeah, I've kind of just left that on for now. The tuck-in has always been on automatic. The reason why is because I don't do manual gears, I only do automatic, because basically automatic is kind of been my style at the moment, that's why tuck-in is on that one. Idea reject rate is always on full, basically I do love it on full, because the reason why is because I always get a lot of reject rate lineup on full, so that's why I do like that one, because kind of one thing I've kind of noticed about not having it on is because it kind of struggles a little bit, like the bike can kind of does kind of wobbles about a little bit. So but basically I've always been on I've basically always been on full, because that's kind of my style at the moment, and I've always really enjoyed it. Transmission is basically always on semi-automatic, because basically on MotoGP you can only get manual or semi-automatic. So yeah, semi-automatic is my main. It's because basically I want to choose gears to be auto than the manual gears, because you can do manual gears as well. But like I've kind of done that a little bit before, but I've not really liked it. So that's why I kind of go for the automatic gears, because it's a little bit more better. It's a little bit more better to go on the brakes as well. So yeah, it's kind of a little bit better to go on the brakes that you want to do as well. So I've kind of noticed about it as well. The next one is rewind. I kind of left that on. I don't know why. Like basically, I don't really use the rewinds for some reason. I literally don't know why. Like basically, I don't really know which button it is to use them actually. But like kind of I just left them on, because I think at some point I will start using them, whether I will go on the track or something, or if I do crash or something. So probably the rewinds are going to be handy. But at the moment, I just don't really know what the button it is all supposed to be doing or something like that. Because the problem is about the rewinds, by the way, is basically they don't actually go too back as what they used to do. Because basically I think it's on an update where the rewinds don't go as much bad anymore. Like basically they don't go completely too far. So that's kind of the way how they've done the rewinds. But yeah, I think they're pretty good alright with them now. but yeah, they're not too bad. And the final one is called off-track help, which I've kind of left that on. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I don't even really know. It basically says here that you can actually get off your bike and leave the track. I think that means basically when you retire and stuff, maybe, or something. Like I don't really know if it is. I don't know, but I've kind of just left that on. Because basically, I know that, like I said from before, I don't want to like bother. Like basically, one thing I don't want to do, by the way, is I don't want to bother messing about with anything. So I've kind of just left that on, just because it's going to be, just because it makes yeah, basically just a lot bit of a better idea. So I've kind of just left that on. Just because basically it's kind of just a little bit more better than just leaving everything like, because otherwise if I do that, otherwise I'm just going to mess up all my settings otherwise, so that's going to be completely fine with that. The next one is the HUD options. So basically, this is another thing that basically I don't really know about. So meters or miles, I kind of left it on meters. That's kind of the length I want it. The temperature units, I kind of just left that on as it is. So I've kind of left that on cars in it. The track map is on, basically because I can kind of see where people are on the map and stuff, like the radar. The next one is timing intonation, which I've left on as well, basically because I can actually see what times the people are doing. The next one is the speed for monitor. That's on as well, because basically I can kind of see where people at what speed they're going to be doing. The next one is race information. I've actually left that on because basically I can see what people are doing on their information and see what lap times they're doing. And the final one is rewinds again. Basically, like I said once again, I've kind of left rewinds on because they're actually just a really good idea to have on. As that means when I do end up starting to do my rewinds as well, basically that'll be a little bit more important. So yeah, that's all the HUD options. The next one is audio, and this is the most important thing because I always keep going on this all the time, and this is the most important thing that I do love going on. So basically, engine is on 50%. Because basically that's actually how low I can go. AI sound volume is on 50. Wind sound volume, I've always left it on 50. Sound effects on 50. No music in it, because like I said, I don't like to have music in the game because otherwise it gets a little bit boring. Cutscene volume, that's on 10%. Menu effects, that's on 10%. Voiceovers is on 0. I might just turn them up actually. And master's volume is only on 10%, and the audio optimizer is on home theatre. I think there's actually a few different things you can you can do headphones, TV, and home theatre. But I've kind of just left it on home theatre, just because basically it is a little bit more easier as well. So I've kind of just left it on there to make it completely easier. So I've kind of left it home theatre on there to make it completely cool. So that's completely fine. And the final one is the gamma correction, which is pretty easy. It's just basically just the gamma. So I've kind of left it as for now, but I do like the game bright, so I'm going to go in and put it up a little bit brighter because I do kind of like one thing I've kind of noticed as well is I like having games really bright for some reason, because like when they're really dark, it's kind of a little bit annoying. So when you do like turn it all down and stuff, it kind of feels a bit weird, but like when you put it up, it kind of feels a little bit better. So basically, that's what I've always done in every game I play. Like I always put the gamma up because it's kind of feels a bit better. But like basically, I think I'm going to turn it up because it does feel a little bit more better. So yeah, that's kind of it at the moment. And there's kind of probably a few people that don't really know how to use the gamma. But it's kind of like really easy to use anyway. I've technically how to use it and stuff, and it's a little bit more better and stuff. So like basically, I know it's kind of not the good thing about it is, but basically it's just a really good thing to be able to use and stuff, and it's just very handy to use. And yeah, it's just very important as well. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of this. Yeah, that's the end of this video here. Like I said, there's nothing really else to go through in the video. I've kind of gone through everything in the pit lane menu. Yeah, there's actually not anything else that I need to go through. So yeah, that's kind of everything that I need to do, you guys, by the way. So yeah, so basically that was my video, basically going through the pit lane menu. What should I call it? Should I call it the pit lane menu? I think I'm going to be calling it I think the pit lane menu should be a good name. I think I'm going to be calling it that. So yeah, hopefully guys have really enjoyed. So I think what I'm going to do, by the way, is I will do this again. But I'm going to talk about one different thing at a time, kind of what I do in the menu, where I talk about different things. So I think I'm going to do that soon as well, where I'll be talking about different things in the pit lane menu. So I will end up doing that as well. So yeah, basically plenty more random MotoGP 17 videos coming up very, very soon. Also there will be some more in the menu as well, and also I'll try and do some on the pit lane menu as well to make it completely good as well. But yeah, I don't know when my first one's going to be yet though. It might be a little bit of a while yet though, because I don't want to do it all the time. So I'll kind of just let you know when I will end up doing it. And yeah, hopefully it will be very, very good. But yeah, that's kind of everything that I need to go through. And hopefully, guys, I really enjoyed it and me going through everything else. But yeah, if you have, please give me a thumbs up. And please go subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Don't forget we're on the road to 500. And my next Q&A will be at 400. Which hopefully we can hit that before next year. And that'll be really appreciated. Because we're actually on 320 subs already as well. So we're almost nearly one in a quarter away from until we get to 350. So hopefully we can keep that up by the time we get to it to next year. So yeah, MotoGP 17 is done for today. So I don't know what the plan's going to be for next Monday. I don't know. I'll have to go and let you know. And I think on Thursday, I think I'm doing 2 videos again on Thursday. I don't know what them 2 videos are. I know that one of them's AR Crave. I don't know what the other one is. But I'll have to go and let you know what happens on it on Thursday. And I will promise you guys, it will definitely be on Thursday as well. Hopefully it won't be Friday, because I know that the series is supposed to be on Thursdays and not Fridays. So yeah, I'll have to let you know what happens in the week. But I don't know what's going to happen next Monday. I'll have to go and let you know of what we'll do. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video though. So I'll see you all later. Bye!